What's going on? The Grave Consequences podcast. This is your boy Shane Swerve Strickland, but secretly, some people might refer to me as Killshot from Lucha Underground. I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm doing a nice little drop for you guys. Thank you guys for supporting the Swerve brand. And I hear that y'all doing a Lucha Underground review on the Social Suplex Network. Man, y'all might have just stumbled upon the best match in Lucha Underground history, in my opinion. You know, Killshot versus Dante Fox. We made history that night, and to this day, I don't think anybody has been able to top what we did in that match in any other promotion across the industry. That match still holds a great place in my heart, and of course, Fox would definitely agree with me. So, thank you guys for reviewing a wonderful, amazing, one of the top 5 matches of my entire wrestling career. Hope you guys enjoy it. This is a drop. Shout out the Grave Consequences podcast. Enjoy the show and be confident in everything you do. And thank you for supporting whose house? Swerve's house.
Hey there, folks, and welcome to the Grave Consequences podcast. Oh, my goodness. My name is Caleb Baldwin. You can follow me on Twitter at IamCalebB. That's I am Caleb and then another B. Follow my friend, co-host, and producer, Greg, at X Maserati. Check out everything here on the Social Suplex podcast. It's a great shows on here. Don't forget to rate, review, and follow us on Apple Podcasts. And check me out every Wednesday night on Eddie and Caleb's HeroCast. Now, this drops on April 21st. The night before that, however, on Eddie and Caleb's HeroCast, I will have reviewed Super, which has a sex scene between Ellen Page and Rainn Wilson, and one party was willing, and it was not Rainn Wilson, oddly enough.
It's a James Gunn movie.
Yes, you knew that 5 minutes ago.
I definitely did.
You definitely did. That being said, folks, we're not here to talk about James Gunn. We're not here to talk about National Surprise Drug Test Day. By the way, happy National Surprise Drug Test Day to the future listener. Of course, this is April 5th that we're recording. Second part of a 2-part recording. Season 3, episode 12 of Lucha Underground. The working title, Every Woman is Sexy, Every Woman is a Star. Working title for me anyway, and maybe Greg comes up with something different. World's Dumbest Face.
Quickest title run.
Yes.
We'll think of something disparaging.
Well, it's not, here's the thing. Spoiler alert. It's not the quickest title run by itself. Because Phoenix's run is also,
Yeah, true.
But either way, enough of all that. Let me see. Get back to the notes. White Rabbit Tribe segment. TikTok. They're here. And of course, the Rabbit Tribe. Paul London. Mala Suerte. And Saltador. We're professionals here. We know their names, man.
Of course.
Mala Suerte, by the way, the former Mr. Cisco under new gimmick. And Saltador, portrayed by El Mariachi Loco.
This is when Lucha Underground starts finally showcasing tribes and not just singular people representing tribes. And this is when, if you're a fan of factions, like in Stardom or at New Japan, or if you just like tag team wrestling, like maybe you're a big fan of AEW because they have a really strong tag division, you will start liking some of these shows. The White Rabbit Tribe is amazing. They're so good. They're so entertaining.
Yes. But also, you're amazing. What did you think of the Rabbit Tribe debut? Oh, by the way, they got the whole stoner thing going, psychedelic thing going on even. And they're like forming a circle, drawing energy from Melissa. It's really weird. You're talking to someone who's basically a straight edge, like maybe occasionally puff a little wacky tobacco, drink some beer, but like never done psychedelic. This was odd.
Yeah, and your other co-host is someone that was tricked to do mushrooms when he was in his early 20s in the dumbest way possible that I'll tell you off the air. Yeah. But, I mean, they're playing – the music they come out to is just like Jefferson Airplane their one song, not Alice in Wonderland, but whatever their Jefferson Plain. I forget their name.
Sorry, do you mean Jefferson Starship?
Is that their name?
I believe so, yeah, because I believe, oddly enough, their song Jane. There is a band called Jefferson Airplane as well.
Which it's the like 70s where it's like Feed Your Brain. Is the name of the song.
White Rabbit. It's not White Rabbit.
Yeah. They come out to something that is not that, but clearly is supposed to be that.
Inspired.
Very, very inspired by.
Yeah.
They borrowed and they were influenced by that. They come out to that. I mean, they don't have TK money where they could just buy like random ass tracks.
Yeah.
So they have to be inspired a lot.
And it may have been an ECW situation where like, oh, they came out to this in the temple, but like, of course, we're gonna dub it over in post.
That's a very big possibility too. I mean, they're playing off like Alice in Wonderland vibes. Like Paul London is very much the Mad Hatter.
Yes.
A lot of psychedelics. I mean, they're tripping balls, and even Vampiro makes a reference about how some warriors will take, hallucinogens or weed and any mind altering substances before battle. And what you get with these guys is the unorthodox. Like they do things that are just not expected.
Yes, absolutely. They're facing the Lucha Friends, Drago, Aerostar, and Phoenix for the trios titles, and they come up short.
But they come very close. Like they don't get pinned by a finisher. They get pinned by a flash pin. That's deserved and it's earned. But they really take it to the Super Friends. The Super Friends even make a mistake where Drago accidentally hits Aerostar with a drop kick or some kind of flying kick, which is alluding to something. And then they even make the it's totally fine thing where it's like, oh, they're so cohesive. They're such a cohesive unit.
Yes, Greg, Lucha Friends is fine.
Yeah, Lucha Friends is fine, but the White Rabbit tribe bring a lot of things where they interrupt and they make you make mistakes and a lot of fun. I mean, like one of my favorite spots they do is Paul London and Saltador are holding someone up in the ring, and Mouse Fuerte climbs the turnbuckle, and they're setting up a double team move, but he keeps telling them to pull the enemy back all the way till they get to. He keeps doing it because he's gonna dive that far, and
God.
They end up into the opposite corner, and he goes perfect, and he just jumps down into the short distance in front of himself, runs over, and then drop kicks the guy. It's one of those indie specific funny spots, but it's great.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah, they come up short. The Lucha Friends get the win, and Cobra Moon calls out Drago. So we're not done here.
Unfortunately. But it does the reptile tribe, which is what she represents. No, which means
Drago represents as well, even if he doesn't want to acknowledge it.
I mean, we could even our dragons reptiles, we can
who knows? I'm not sure.
It's we're going to ignore that, but yeah, it's tribes are coming.
Yes. By the way, like I said, world's dumbest face, Sexy Star. No, sorry, that's a weird non sequitur. Why would I do that? Lucha Underground champion Sexy Star is talking to the Mac. By the way, Willie Mack is not a good actor.
Nope.
For what it's worth. It's like, oh man, I should have won the Aztec Warfare. Nah, I'm joking. And he's like, you know what? Like, Worldwide Underground is gonna be out there. You should let me be out there with you, just in case PJ Black and Jack Evans try to do something. And Sexy Star's like, no, I have to do this on my own. I have to prove last week wasn't a fluke. She is proud and she is stupid.
She's pretty stupid because, I mean, you just beat Mil Muertes. Like, what do you think? It's not a.
You have nothing to prove.
Yeah.
The belt is your proof.
This guy just killed Prince Puma.
You are relying on the affirmations of other people when you don't need it.
He killed Prince Puma, or he killed Phoenix before Phoenix got better.
Yeah. He killed Kenny too, that bastard.
She maybe we should say the world's dumbest face because she is pretty stupid.
Yes, absolutely she is. And it gets worse in this episode and beyond.
Yes, it does.
Yes. Up next, Dante Fox versus Killshot. By the way, Matt Stryker made a reference to Clerks. Dante Fox, who's not even supposed to be here today.
I didn't catch that until you I didn't notice. I didn't get the reference until you just pointed it out.
Come on, Stryker. This is not the time for a Clerks reference. I'm going to be honest with you. I get it. Dante is not a super common name in wrestling from what I've seen, but still, come on, just back off. This is a blood feud.
A blood feud and a great match.
Yes.
By God.
But in the story initially is Killshot doesn't want to fight Dante.
He does not.
No, not whatsoever. The finish, by the way, go back and watch this match. It was amazing. The finish, top rope Spanish fly, and then top rope springboard Spanish fly. Saying all that third. And then a fox catcher, and Dante Fox gets the win.
It's an incredible match. It's not over. The feud's not over.
No, far from it. Far from it.
Dante is someone that he's AR Fox right now.
Yes.
And he's someone that deserves to be on TV.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And it is a crime that we have not seen him. He's not retired, is he? We're professionals, of course. We should know these things, but you know.
I haven't heard of him retiring.
Yeah, but I also haven't seen him around. He's only 34. What the hell?
He's doing a lot in the indies. I don't know why he's not more over, because he's got the talent. He can do a character on TV.
Yeah. Oh, what is the deal? What's the deal with that? I can't do Jerry Seinfeld.
I don't know. I don't want to speculate because I don't want to start a rumor if I'm wrong about stuff, but it's like Cage. Like, why aren't they doing more of Cage?
Well, Cage is in Ring of Honor now.
But you know what I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. Johnny Mundo talks to Dario Cueto. And by the way, Johnny Mundo got a restraining order against Angelico. This is stupid. Hey, don't come to this underground fight club. What?
Yeah. Well,
what? This doesn't make any sense.
Johnny's pretty stupid.
Well, no, it doesn't make any sense because it's like, why would...
Well, you don't have a restraining order on someone at certain locations usually. It's just they can't.
No, I know, and it's like a distance thing, but it's like this is an underground fight club
because of the implications.
Yeah, yes, because of the implications. Oh my gosh!
You can't really like. I'm talking to you like you can't really think about that at all. It's a joke because I think Angelico's injured. He's because they're not using him. And they just need him off TV. They just need a reason, I guess.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Johnny calls Dario something. Dario's like, "Did you say something?" Johnny's like, No. Dario's like, "Oh, what a jerk." And then Johnny says, "Did you say something?" Johnny finally leaves, and Dario finally says, "What a prick."
Yeah, they have some funny back and forth.
Dude, I love the rapport of Johnny Mundo and Dario Cueto.
They do not like each other.
No, they don't whatsoever. We cut back from commercial. Dario is walking back to his office, and he sees the Black Lotus, and she wants more Pentagon. She's going to get it.
Yeah, she's not so much worried about her family that was killed. She's gotten over that.
She has, yeah, even though, Dario basically had her family killed, but whatever.
No big deal. Pentagon broke her arm once.
Yeah, Pentagon broke my arm once. Yeah.
It's so stupid. She could have had her ninja tribe show up when she was trying to kill Matanza.
Yeah. No. Oh my God. Oh, that's so stupid. Yes, I'm glad. Wow, I'd never even considered that.
I just thought about it. I was like, this is so stupid.
She's trying to kill Matanza. She ends up killing
her mentor,
El Dragon Azteca. Which, yeah, pretty stupid.
You can't think about some of these stories because they're just so stupid.
It doesn't make any sense. She had a triad on call, and she waits until she gets her arm broken.
Yeah, like poop like and yeah, I'd be mad too, but like someone kills so apparently she values her joints more than her family.
Yeah. She's not a Dom Toretto, that's for sure.
She's something.
Yeah, exactly. Anyway, Dario books the Black Lotus Triad Gauntlet. It's 4-on-1. It doesn't end until Pentagon faces all 4 members of the group, I should say.
I'm looking forward to this.
I guess I guess I am.
It's a fun match. You'll like it. Just
I've
can't.
seen it before, but I just knowing what it does to Lucha Underground, it's so. Oh man.
They made a lot of poor choices. Like they had, and this goes back to my thing. Last episode is we're there. Lucha Underground was in a time when bookers were overthinking things.
Yes.
I'm not sure if it was from. Yeah, I'm not sure if it's from Vince Russo, but instead of giving people what they want, they think they need to do something convoluted.
Yes.
They either want convolution or they want heat. They never want to give you exactly what you want.
The simple they don't take the layup.
No, it's they refuse.
They're staring at an open basket, and they still rotate the ball out.
They're trying to do some Harlem Globetrotter bullshit from like Scooby Doo with Looney Tunes physics when they could just score a 3-pointer. You know, I'm not. I know sports.
Oh my god! Yeah, Greg is the biggest sports fan I know.
Yeah, I like it when they get the ball.
Yeah, absolutely.
But you get what I'm saying. Like, it's a victim of the time in which wrestling was being booked, and if you're gonna be sports entertainment, you might as well be WWE. But if you're not WWE, leave that alone.
Exactly. And here's the thing: you're not WWE. They are like. This may piss some people off. They're the pinnacle.
They're the pinnacle of sports entertainment. They could afford to make these mistakes. We could see it.
Exactly. And they have at this time 40 years of history on their side. Like they've got cachet, and they continue to make these mistakes actually after this time period, and they just made more money, man.
They have a machine behind them that's just so fully crafted and so
exactly. They don't
efficient.
have. They're not on a wishy-washy network that barely wants to give them pennies. Like relative. Okay, like WWE lives in a mansion. Lucha Underground barely has enough. They
have a townhouse like me.
Not even a townhouse. They don't have a pot to piss in.
They're in a what's it, a hostel?
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. They don't have the cachet, the history that WWE has, so they can't do these. Pardon me.
And we're being a little unfair to them, but and that's why I say they're a product of their time. They're a victim of their time period. They weren't the only bookers doing it. They did a lot right with Dario, with Mill, with a lot of the storylines, a lot of the matches. It's just that they try too hard to.
They think themselves out of layups, man. That's what they do.
Sometimes it's okay to just have a match and have the good guys win. Sometimes it's okay to just have the story take its natural progression. Have the expected things happen, and have the good guy win in the end. Have it a classic movie, story arc. When you have bad guys winning, you got to be Game of Thrones. The first couple seasons. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you got to know, and this is, Captain Hindsight. Like I said, they're a product of their time.
Yes.
This is what happens. And that's why I'm telling you, like, don't, try not to worry about what happens to Lucha Underground. It's not going to die again. It's already dead.
Yeah, absolutely. No, you're right. That brings us to our main event, Johnny Mundo versus Sexy Star for the Lucha Underground Championship. By the way, we cut to a fan in the crowd wearing a Sexy Star match. It's clearly Taya.
I know. I love that.
This is like Handsome Stranger, freaking Black Scorpion.
Remember when Sting was wearing a Sting mask?
Yes. Mr. America,
John, what was it? Juan Cena.
Juan Cena. Yeah.
What was Cody? Fuego too.
Yeah. Tu Fuego. Yes.
To Fuego.
Oh my gosh, just ridiculous stuff. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so dumb.
Oh, and we did answer if her leg injury is real.
It
I
was,
believe.
right?
It looks like it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But yeah. Hey, what was the finish of this match, man?
You know what, dude? I was hoping you wouldn't ask me anything about this match because once this episode started and I realized what Johnny Mundo said the previous episode about challenging for the belt, I realized it was all, which makes, the finish of Aztec Warfare even worse. It was all set up for all this heat.
Yes. Absolutely.
I couldn't get invested in this match. Frankly, it's even then it took too long to get to the finish because it was one of those things where he still had to pull out all the, he had to throw the kitchen sink at her. Like there was interference. Like, did he use brass knuckles or a chair at one point?
Brass
no,
knuckles.
he used. Okay, yeah, it's just.
Also, no, he didn't use brass knuckles, but someone did.
Yeah, it's fine, but I'm not going to get invested in a match that's for. And it goes back to what we were saying. Like, it's not. It's not like before people realized wrestling was fake.
Yeah.
Like who are you getting heat on?
Yeah.
It's usually sometimes when you get heat with fans now, it's only going to be X-Pac heat. Like you could still get heat. You could still be MJF.
Yeah.
You could still be good at it, but just
even MJF isn't always good at it. Quite frankly, that might be people, but
he's not on every week.
Exactly.
You gotta have. I just didn't care because you pushed. Yeah. They move things around too much this season. Even though I've been praising it seasons, they moved Pentagon off. They moved Phoenix and Pentagon out of the Aztec Warfare possibilities. Puma's dead. They moved him around. Like you really stretched really hard with some plot armor to get Sexy to win against Mill. So you moved him out of the way. You sacrificed him, only to sacrifice her to Johnny.
Yeah.
And you don't make him look good in the process.
Yeah. But sorry.
I was just going to say, you make her look strong, but for what? She's never coming back into the title picture. It's just, there's a lot of musical chairs going on here, and not a lot of your pillars of Lucha Underground are suffering because of it.
Yes. Yeah, you're right. The finish came. By the way, the fan, quote unquote, tried to attack Johnny. Johnny slapped her down.
Mm-hmm.
Johnny's in the ring. Sexy tries to help the fan up because she's the white meat babyface, and again, she is stupid.
Yeah.
The fan then uses the brass knucks that she's wearing, knocks out Sexy Star. Sexy Star eats fin de Mundo. Johnny Mundo is now the Lucha Underground champion. By the way, the second ever Triple Crown champion in Lucha Underground, just after Rey Fenix. And Johnny celebrates with the title, and the fan takes her mask off, and it's Taya.
As we all knew, but yes.
No. We knew. Commentary didn't seem to know until she took her mask off.
Well, one's a juggalo, and one's Matt Striker.
That's fair enough.
Yeah.
That's fair. Look, the trios match was interesting. Even on paper, up until the finish, Mundo and Sexy was fine. Dante and Killshot was awesome. But this show, is just so frustrating. This episode. It's not even bad. It's just frustrating.
This, and I'm gonna summarize it. It's the problem that some people will have with WWE. If you don't like the way the moving parts and the players you like are being shuffled around, you're gonna have trouble. And the main guys, like there's no Roman Reigns here.
No,
they're all being pushed around out of the main event picture. Johnny Mundo deserves it. That's cool. But my God, how much cooler would it have been if he was fighting Phoenix or Puma?
Yeah. Or even Dark Horse, the Mac.
The Mac. You could have a lot of choices. And this isn't to put Sexy Star down, but you basically pushed her into the title.
Yeah.
Forcibly,
exactly.
only to take it away from her. So like,
yeah. What, she won a match against the Mariposa, a great match against the Mariposa.
Great match.
And then what had she done since then? She won the Gift of the Gods, lost the Gift of the Gods.
Yep.
She wasn't in Fuego, or pardon me, in Tu Fuego when she got into Aztec Warfare. So doing the switch, oh man, whatever.
And like I said, this is all for heat because Johnny took it off of her with heat,
Yeah.
with constant interruption. Like, I think, and maybe I should say this, but like Kenny Omega's my favorite wrestler.
Yeah.
But some of the ways he won when he was a heel champ,
yeah,
were not very great. Like when he beat Mox by just hitting him with a mic.
Look, this might piss a lot of people off, but a lot of the finishes to Kenny's title matches in AEW were very like Jinder Mahal WWE title run.
They were very weak. They were like, and the bomb. I'm not even gonna get on them for the bomb thing because that's just unfortunate. But
yeah,
if you're gonna have a wrestler, I'm not gonna tell you can't do something in wrestling because no, I'm not in the industry and no, I'm not an expert.
Yeah.
But I can just speak based on what I've seen from other fans, and basically, Lucha Underground's dead, and I think this is a good, a popular reason for it.
Yeah.
I mean, WWE has a really big competitor because it does the opposite of this. Like you gotta stop just getting heat all the time and nothing but getting heat. You gotta have payoff.
Yeah.
And what's the payoff now? There's not going to be a payoff because Sexy Star's not going to get her revenge on Johnny Mundo.
No.
He's fucking champion now.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the show, folks. That's the episode.
We got to rate it.
C. That's the best you're getting out of me this week.
And I wish I could rate the matches individually because the first two are A's.
Yeah, absolutely.
But this is an F.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's justified because
we can't. People could say we're overanalyzing and we're being wrestling nerds, but I'm sorry. I gotta look at what's happening, and it's stupid. I know what you're doing. You got Sexy to be champion by taking everyone else off the fucking match.
And look, I'm gonna come at this from a kayfabe perspective. I mentioned it on last week's episode. I love horror movies. One of my least favorite aspects of horror movies is how dumb the characters can be.
Yeah.
And Sexy Star is a dumb horror movie character.
Yeah, you don't feel bad for her.
No, you don't. Because it's like the Mac's like, hey, here's a solution to something that could be a problem. And Sexy Star's like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, it's...
Because I'm proud.
That's a good point about the stupid characters. That makes the heat hard to get, too. Because it's like in horror movies, if the characters are too stupid, you're not going to root for them.
No, you're actually going to root probably for their death. So
that's what you kind of create. Like, it's like, I know we're coming down hard on Lucha because it died, but like, there's reasons for it. You chase off a lot of the fans because how long has it been since Pentagon was repackaged? They've shit all over him since he's been repackaged. He's done fuck all. Yeah, no, exactly. But yeah, whatever, folks. Thank you for listening, sincerely. Thank you for listening to this therapy session. And just remember, if your best friend offers you for help and you say, no, I'm good, you might suffer grave consequences.
Introducing Under Armour's Infinity High Sports Bra. Its ergonomic design is molded to support the natural movement of your body. With cord-out padding, the better breathability eliminates extra bulk without sacrificing support. And quick-dry padding is Under Armour's fastest-drying padding yet. When you're lifting heavy, running fast, and pushing yourself further than ever before, you need a bra that will help you go that extra mile and make you feel your best. Shop the Infinity High Sports Bra now at UA.com.